Hello dear students, welcome to physics online session. So we had been discussing on about that current electricity. So in that current electricity we know some basic aspect like what you mean by current, what is the mathematical expression for the current, and whether the current is scalar or vector. So all such concept already we understood in last video. So in this today's video, so let me understand what you mean by that current density, what is drift velocity, what is the relation between current and drift velocity. So like such aspects we are going to be discussing today's aspect. So let me start with the concept of current density. Current density. So that current density is represented by the symbol J here. So what you mean by that current density then? So current density is nothing but a current per unit area, we can call it as a current density. So what is the definition we can say for current density here? Current per unit area. Current per unit area is known as current density. So look at here, what you mean by current density here? Current per unit area is known as current density here. So what's the mathematical expression we can give for that? So current per unit area means I by A here. So in generally we can say that, so it is the ratio of current per unit area here. So what will be that SI unit here? SI unit for this current density. Current is in terms of ampere, so area is in terms of meter square. Ampere per meter square. So what's that SI unit here? Ampere per meter square. So look at here, whether this current density is a scalar or vector, I need to understand. So current is a scalar physical quantity I said. Then what about the current density? So for that purpose, so for example, let me take one conductor here. So for this conductor, so positive ions are moving in this way. So negative ions are moving in this direction. So then what will be the direction of current here? So direction of current is taken on the basis of direction of the positive ions. So this is the direction of the current. So for this surface, I will draw one normal line here. So this is the normal line for this surface. For example, this is the surface. So for this surface, I will draw normal line. So normal line is nothing but a perpendicular line I can consider. So n cap. So this is the current density. So current density means current per unit area I said. So it describes that how charges are moving in a particular portion. So if the charges are moving in a particular portion means it has particular direction. So that is what I can consider that current density is a vector physical quantity. So it is vector physical quantity. So current density is a vector physical quantity. So why? Because current density describes that how charges are flowing at particular portion. So if the charges are flowing at particular portion means it has particular direction. So that is what we can say that current density is a vector physical quantity. So for example, if that surface is makes a certain angle, so look at here, this is one conductor I can treat. So this is the surface, it get tilt by certain angle here. So look at here, so this is the surface. So for this surface, this is the normal line. So now look at here, this is the surface, it tilt by certain angle here. For this surface, which will be the normal line? So this is the normal line for this surface. So let me draw on that normal line here. So look at here, so this is the direction of the current. So direction of current is this one. So it makes a certain angle here. So look at here, so normal line makes a certain angle with the direction of the current. So it exists a certain angle between them. So current density is a vector physical quantity means it is angle dependent. So in other sense I can say it is angle dependent. So what will be the mathematical expression I can say for that current density here? So J is equal to D into I divided by. So area means d of a or d of s. So d of a cos theta. So what's the equation? I can write it here. J is equal to d of I divided by d of a into cos theta. So where d of I is equal to j into dA cos theta here. So if I make that integration here, integration of d of I, integration of j into d of a cos theta. So look at here, d of I is nothing but our integration of current density is a vector physical quantity, so area, so into d of a. So current density is a vector physical quantity. I is equal to integration, so integration of j vector j into d of a vector. So look at here, I is equal to what? Integration of j into d of a here. So in case of a current density, so I said that current density is a vector physical quantity. So why? Because current density describes that how charges are flowing in a particular portion. So for example, this is one particular portion. For this particular portion, if I drawn that normal line means, so I got that, so angle between normal line and current. So if it get tilt by certain angle means, so this is the normal line for this surface. For this surface, this is the normal line. So remember one thing, normal line is nothing but a perpendicular line. So for this surface, this is the normal line means this is the direction of the current. So there exists a certain angle between normal line and the direction of the current. So I can rewrite this equation in the another form. So look at here, what is that current density here? Current density is nothing but a current per unit area. Current density is a vector physical quantity. So what is that mathematical expression? J is equal to I by A, or in vector form. So J is equal to d into I divided by d into A cos theta here. So I is equal to, one more form, I is equal to integration of j into d of A. So this is the expression, or this is the information related to current density here. So now look at it. For example, I will take one conductor here. So in case of that conductor consists of free electrons here. So is it right? So if that conductor consists of free electrons means these free electrons will gain certain kind of thermal energy. So after getting the thermal energy, these free electrons are try to move in all possible direction. While the free electrons are moving in all possible direction means it suffers a collision with the fixed ions. So if these free electrons suffer collision with the fixed ions means its energy goes on decreases after number of collision. At particular some collisions its energy becomes zero. So look at here, for example, treat this is one conductor here. If this conductor consists of free electrons here, so this is free electron. For example, these are all fixed ions, I can treat it here. This free electron is getting collide with that of fixed ions here. So whenever these free electrons getting collide with the fixed ions means that energy of the free electron is goes on decreases here. So as the energy of free electrons goes on decreases means at particular one point that thermal energy of the free electrons becomes zero here. So what's that thermal energy here? So thermal energy of the free electrons becomes zero here. Now I am providing battery connection for this conductor. Then what happens here? So if I provide that battery connection, or if I keep that a conductor in a uniform electric field region, then what happens here? These electrons or these free electrons again will accelerate here. For example, this is the direction of the electric field. So from positive to negative. So this is the direction of the free electrons. Sorry, this is the direction of electric field, and whatever the free electrons present in this conductor, these free electrons are getting drifted towards the positive plate of the potential. So did you get my point? So look at here, if you consider one conductor, that conductor consists of free electrons here. So these free electrons gains a certain kind of thermal energy first. Okay. So if that electrons are getting thermal energy means these electrons are try to move randomly in all possible direction. While it is moving randomly in all possible direction, so look at here, this free electron suffers collision with the fixed ions. So if these free electrons are getting collide with the fixed ions, then energy is getting lost here. So because of that continuous collision, that energy of free electron becomes 0 here. So energy of free electrons becomes 0 here. Now if I am giving that battery connection to this conductor, then what happens here? These free electrons will get accelerate and these free electrons will get drift towards the positive plate of the battery. That average velocity of the free electrons when that conductor is placed in an external electric field, that velocity we can call it as a drift velocity. So remember here, I want to understand the meaning of drift velocity of the free electrons. So what is that expression, or what is that meaning of the drift velocity here? The average velocity of free electron when the conductor is placed in an external electric field, then these electrons are getting drift opposite to the direction of external electric field. So for example, this is the direction of electric field, means free electrons will get drift opposite to the direction of the external electric field, and this velocity we can call it as a drift velocity. So this velocity I can call it as a drift velocity here. Now let me understand what is the drift velocity of the free electron and what will be its mathematical expression. So now look at about a drift velocity here. So let me start with the another concept. So that is drift velocity of a free electron. So let me understand that next concept. So that is drift velocity. Drift velocity, it is represented by the symbol V of D. So look at here, in order to understand the concept of drift velocity, first let me take one conductor here. So this is one conductor. So of course conductor consists of free electrons, we know some basic aspect here. So this conductor consists certain kind of free electrons. So these free electrons are getting collide with the fixed ions. So these free electrons getting collide with the fixed ions, this electron will lose its thermal energy. So thermal energy of this free electron becomes 0. Now I will place this conductor in a external electric field, or I will provide that battery connection here. So if I provide that battery connection, so this is positive terminal and this is negative terminal of the battery. So what is the direction of electric field here? Direction of electric field is from positive to negative. So this is positive, this one is negative. So this is the direction of the electric field here. So look at here, this conductor consists of free electrons here. So these are all free electrons. Once you provide that potential difference here, what will be the direction of these free electrons? These electrons are attracted towards the positive potential here. So this is the direction of the free electrons. So look at here, in case of a drift velocity, so for example, when you provide that battery connection, so these free electrons are getting drift towards the positive potential. So now let me look at that, what will be the mathematical expression for this drift velocity. Consider a conductor having, so this conductor having free electrons, moving randomly in all direction by gaining some thermal energy. Okay, so some thermal energy. After that thermal energy becomes 0. Thermal energy after that energy of electron or thermal energy, after that energy of the free electron, energy of the free electron, energy of the free electrons becomes 0 here. So after suffers that number of collision, so that energy of these free electron becomes 0. Now if I provide that battery connection, means so these electrons are getting accelerated towards the positive plate here. So after providing battery connection, all the electrons are accelerate towards, in which direction these electrons are accelerate here? All the electrons are accelerate towards the positive plate, then velocity of the free electron is given by, so that velocity I will name it as a drift velocity. Velocity of the free electron is, okay. So from that kinematic equation, so V is equal to U plus A into T. So V is equal to U plus A into T, where V I can take it as a V of D, so that is drift velocity. Before applying the battery connection, what is that velocity of electrons? So initial velocity is 0 here. Initial velocity is 0 here. So V of D is equal to, initial velocity is 0 means A into tau here. So where tau represents that relaxation time. What's that tau represents here? So time, or so tau represents that relaxation time here. What is that relaxation time? That word relaxation time means that average time between two successive collision of the electron with fixed ions. So look at here. So in case of that conductor consists of that free electrons as well as fixed ions here. That average time interval between two successive collision of the electron with fixed ion, so that time interval I can call it as a relaxation time. So remember that word relaxation time here. So how will you define that relaxation time here? The average time interval between two successive collision of the electron with fixed ions. So what will be the time taken by electrons for getting two collisions? So that time taken I will name it as a relaxation time here. So V of D is equal to A into tau here. So acceleration is given by, what is that mathematical expression for acceleration? A is equal to F by m. So from that Newton's law. So A is equal to F by m. So from that electric charge and field, E is equal to what? F by Q. So electric field strength, force per unit positive charge here. So F is equal to, shall I write it as E into Q here? So F is equal to E into Q divided by m, where Q is nothing but a charge. What kind of charge it is? So it is negative charge. So shall I write it as E into E? So negative charge, minus of E into E divided by m. So I got that value of acceleration of the free electron. So this acceleration value I will fill it in equation 1. So look at here, put equation 2 value in equation 1 here. So V of D is equal to what? So drift velocity, V of D is equal to minus of E into E, divided by m into tau. So this is the required expression for the drift velocity here. So V of D is nothing but what? So where V of D represents that drift velocity. Okay, so where capital E represents that electric field, so where small e represents that electron, charge on the electron, where tau represents that relaxation time here. So what's the tau represents here? Tau represents that relaxation time. So now we will give statement for the drift velocity. So how will you define the concept of drift velocity here? The average velocity of free electron when the conductor is placed in an external uniform electric field, so that electrons are moving opposite to the direction of the electric field, or in other sense I can say these electrons are attracted towards the positive plate of the battery. The average velocity of the free electrons, the average velocity of the free electrons when placed in external electric field. So look at here, the average velocity of the free electrons when placed in external electric field, these electrons are moving opposite to the direction of external electric field. So look at here, this is the direction of external electric field. So this is the direction of the electron. In which direction electrons are moving? Opposite to the direction of external electric field. Is it right? The average velocity of free electrons when placed in external electric field, it moves, or this definition is enough. So for my convenience, direction of electrons I can consider here. It moves opposite to the direction of external electric field. So this is about a drift velocity. So here I use the term relaxation time. So what is that relaxation time here? Relaxation time. So relaxation time is represented by the symbol tau here. So what is that relaxation time here? The average time interval between two successive collision of electrons. So what is that relaxation time here? The average time interval, or the average time between two successive collision of the electrons, the average time between two successive collision of the electron with fixed ion, so is known as relaxation time. So hope you are understanding these things. So look at here, when the conductor is placed in an external electric field, or if you provide that potential difference or battery connection, so these electrons are drifting towards that positive plate of the battery, or these electrons will get drifted towards or opposite to the direction of the external electric field. So these electrons are getting drift, means it will get drift with certain velocity. So that velocity of that electrons, I will name it as a drift velocity here. So what is the drift velocity here? The average velocity of free electrons when placed in external electric field. It moves opposite to the direction of external electric field, or in other sense I can say it moves towards the positive plate of the battery. So this is about a drift velocity.